Hello. So let's look at how we develop your action plan. So first things to note is you must have done your first self-assessment audit here before you can start your action plan here. So let's get into action planning. So as you can see, your self-assessment list that you create automatically pre-populates here for you. And what you should see is that in your audit, there are 0 tasks at this point. So we're looking to click into this. You're then going to see create task here, but you should also see add task, create task, and recommended tasks as well. Now, action planning in EduPod can be done in 2 ways. So if there is something that is very bespoke to yourself and your school, then you can use the create task function here. What that does is allows you to create your own task title, set your own objectives, and add your own action steps as well. You can then give your task a due date. You can assign it to another user. This is particularly helpful if you've taken advantage of the user management section here and set up some more of your wider team in EduPod. This allows you to give a focused action planning task to a specific person. And you can then link it back to the 5 key principles as part of that self-assessment auditing as well. You then click create task. And you'll see that that then comes and forms into your action plan here. So the other way that you can do action planning is the recommended tasks option here. Now, to show you this, I'll need to go into a different action plan just from my demo account. But we can also click this recommended tasks option here. Now, what this does at this point is EduPod will analyse everything that you said in your self-assessment audit and will present you with some recommendations for you to focus on as part of your initial action planning. If you hover over the circles, it will tell you the principle that it refers to, and then you simply add it to list. And as you can see, when you go back, that will then appear in your list in exactly the same way as the add task function does. The joy of recommended tasks here is that when you add it to your list, your objectives and your action steps are pre-populated for you to support you as a guide to completing that action plan task. Now, whether you decide to use the create task function or whether you decide to use the recommended tasks function, when you click into your action plan, you will see all of your action plan tasks here, and that allows you to jump into them individually. So from this point here, what we can do is see your objectives and your action steps, whether you have wrote these yourself or whether they are the pre-populated ones. We can tick and we can untick these areas as well. It also then gives you the ability to pay particular attention to your task status. So whether your progress is to do, in progress or completed. And also then down here at the bottom, you can add some more context to your action plan task. So it may be that we had a meeting on Thursday and then you outline what the details or outcomes of that meeting was, and then we add that into the notes as well. So we're keeping everything all in one place. If you wish to edit any of these things here that were first assigned when you created the action plan task, we can do that. So to do that, all we need to do is scroll to edit task, and that will bring you back to this dashboard where you can add more objectives or action steps, changing the task due date, assign to a different user or assign to an assessment principle as well. Any questions on your action planning, please do give us a shout. Otherwise, I hope that helps and I will speak to or see some of you shortly.